In this episode of Durararax2, a bunch of stuff happened, and I can't just explain it all from just remembering because everything that happened, I had to analyze it. So this is my full analysis. I mean, there might be some parts that didn't really mean a bunch to me, but 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Here we have is from episode 2. In that opening, we recap and see what happened, and we saw that Shou had hit the zombie and this other guy with a bench, and they both got sent flying. And then you have the Yuhei sisters looking at this one guy. He apparently had been shot or stabbed, and he was requesting them to take him to this guy, this sushi restaurant with this Russian guy. So apparently he's talking about Simon. There's a connection right there. And then that's all with episode 2. And then you have Hajime, who is Shizuo's younger brother. He's riding in his car, and he sees the zombie falling from the sky and just falls splat in front of his car. And then he gets out of the car, and she actually is none other than the serial killer Hollywood, but also she's the singer in Ukubokoro, Hijiribe Rudy. And Shinra was fangasming. He was going like, "Oh my gosh, she's the singer! Hey, Hajime, can you give me an autograph?" Because Celty and Shinra are both fans, so of course he would do that. He goes over to help with that Russian guy, and they all have a good connection. They were apparently, I don't know what Simon said, or what Simon's boss said. Apparently they were in an organization. So I probably think that that Russian sushi restaurant is undercover. They might be in the KGB, but I'm not sure. But yeah, he's saying that, and then the Isaiah sisters are talking to Isaiah about the Celty, the Black Rider. Isaiah knows everything. He's going like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, you're too young for that. Goodbye," and he leaves them off. Going back to Hajime and Hijiribe, what they're doing is they're talking about what happened, why she's actually a serial killer, and it actually goes back to that flashback that we had in the beginning of the episode, right after the opening. Apparently, she's not a normal human. She puts on these Hollywood masks, and she doesn't know how to love people, so she wants to kill people. It's that just the chemical balance in your brain, you know, just goes off, and you have this crazy assumption. And this is why we have killers. So she's saying that she gets nauseous every time she's killing somebody, and it just disgusts her. But she can't love. She's a fake monster. She has to become a monster. So at first it made me thinking that maybe it was Saika, maybe it was talking about Sonohara at first, but then I realized, oh, it's the Hollywood killer. So we already know that Hijiribe, and Hajime knows too, so he's going like, "You're the killer, right? So why do you kill?" He just straight up asked her that. And she puts him in a position where she's about to kill him, pouncing on him. She's on top, he's going like, "Why don't you turn me to the police?" And she's just quizzing him, and then he starts saying these movie quotes from one of these characters he played as, and he respects all of the characters he plays. We got some really good development from Hajime. He's going like, "You know what? This is why I act, because I want to be like my emotional older brother." He looks up to Shizuo for once. I never thought he did. I just thought he stood by there. But this was actually some really good development. He wanted to have emotions like Shizuo, so he became an actor, and he just started to play all these types of roles so he could actually act on different parts of the human heart, while even though he's still even though he's emotionless in real life, he can actually play as those people. And Hijiribe takes interest to this, and she starts crying. She's going like, "This guy, he's more human than I am, and he has no emotions." And she blushes, and she realizes that if this guy can do it, so can I. And then this is actually a few hours before Shinra comes home, hugs on Celty, and Celty traps him in that little ball, and then that gang boss comes over there, that mafia boss comes over there. What Hajime did, this guy is smooth. What he does, he gets in his Lamborghini, and then, of course, since they're both celebrities, Hijiribe and Hajime, they come, and the media's coming, so what he does, he kisses Hijiribe right in the car. And he's going like, "Sorry, I wish I could go, but we gotta go." And takes Hijiribe to Celty. Celty takes her home, and what really shocked me was Hijiribe, she can roll around a weight. I don't know how many pounds weight that was, but she's just rolling it around on her fingers, and she's laughing and crying. And I know that she's realizing that monsters that are like her can love too. They've actually found to enjoy life. The narrator gave a little narration, and it was weird. And then you see somebody like running off of a building. I think that's her, but that was some good develop. I hope I get to see her more in this series, but that was just a little weird. And then, of course, the news goes on that Hajime and Hijiribe, they are basically in love with each other. And then everybody is just devastated. The Isaiah sisters are devastated, and they have no idea what to do. So then, something weird goes on, and then they kiss apparently. And then you also have Togusa. He is just devastated because he's looking at the newspaper, and then you have Hijiribe's going like, "No, why did this have to happen?" And then Kadoda, Kadisawa, and Yumachi, they're arguing about anime and stuff, about Mo and some other topic, and a bunch of other stuff happens, and that's basically how this episode ended. How you guys, and yeah, it's basically how this episode ended. Tell me in the comments, what did you think about this episode? Did it give good development with Hajime? Tell me in the comments, and that is about it I have for today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you guys like this review, be sure to subscribe if you're new, and be sure to hit that like button, and until we meet again, see ya.